your little hat off. So, welcome to my 100 subscriber special. Got the gold chain on, and Saturn devouring his son sweater thing. Also, I have a mullet now. You may have also noticed the earrings as well. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I'm being upgraded like every 2 days. Earring, sweater, mullet. Actually, that was in the complete wrong order. Sorry. Mullet, sweater, earrings. Here's the agenda for the 100 sub special. I've got a few things that I want to talk about. Firstly, I want to figure out what I plan to do with this channel, so I'm going to figure that out live right here. Second, I'm going to read from my personal journal. I might skip some of the hairier details, but yeah, I'll read a little bit since this is supposed to be like a celebratory kind of retrospective kind of video. And I finished this journal also like 3 days ago, and the journal spans like 3 years, so thought I'd do a little bit of that. After that is a retrospective of the year. I'm gonna look at some of the goals I set, see if I spread myself too thin, or maybe I'm just suffering from what the kids call a skill issue. Very possible. Yep. So, and then I've got some sounds that I'll do, which are in the title. You've probably already seen. So, like some scissor stuff. I'm gonna give you a mullet. I'm gonna carve out a Mississippi mud flap on the back of your head. I've got some of that. I've got this jewelry box also, which I'll figure something out with it. I've got this chalk, like a box of chalk. And I have a vinyl that I'll tap on a little bit also. So, I don't know, got a few things here and there. Got a little stick of incense here. I'm gonna prick your little bald head with it. Yep. I'm gonna draw the avatar symbol, the arrow. I'm gonna draw it on your head. You're one with the 4 elements. I anoint ye, avatar. This will probably be a little bit of a shorter video. Fine with that. Fine with that. I just smacked the incense with my complete journal. All, irreplaceable, one of a kind text. My life just flashed before my eyes, or at least 3 years of it. We're gonna cut you a mullet while I think about what I want to do with this channel. Even though you're bald. It's okay, we don't discriminate. If you were right here, I would slick you back, hit you up on the side. I'd probably and then frill out your eyebrows. I feel like maybe you should be closer to me. Yeah, it's a lot better, isn't it? Frill out your eyebrows. Frill out your eyebrows, kinda. Like that. Because your eyebrows are so thick. Just grab at them. My God. So, what do I want with this channel, my hairy friend? No idea. I think I just want to be me. If I'm being honest. Jesus, your mutton chops are massive. I'm jealous. I think I want to make some video essays. I think that might be nice. Right now, I'm doing whatever. Sorry, I'm like taking it out of frame. I'm doing whatever is validating right now. Focus on this. I'm doing whatever is validating to me. Which is fine. But I would also like to grow my viewership a little bit. My stomach just growled. I'm not hungry. I think it's just the pizza fighting back. I'd love to grow my viewership a bit. Not because I want to cut sponsorships or ads or anything. I just want to talk to people. Uh-oh, earring in the frame. I'm not gonna touch it. I was told not to mess with it because it is an open wound. So no earring tapping today. I don't know what I want from this. I don't have a genre. I can't just spam content and like get a following. Don't you just love an angry mob? Checklist. Go ahead and pause it. Pause that sucker. Take a gander. Anyway, I think products, but whatever. But you don't have to pass it through censors or anything like that. Anyone who's gonna tell you no, that you can't publish it, unless you're publishing like porn or gore or whatever. Point is, I love the free format. I love how free this format is, how free this platform is. It's very interesting to me, and I feel like I just treat my journal, a little bit of a slip there, with a bit of a Freudian slip too. Treat my channel more like a journal. Whatever my interests are. Like how I'm obsessed with vampires, or I'm obsessed with sometimes labor, like not my job, but the act of working. Leftism, socialism, interested in writing, a lot of things, and my tummy is doing something crazy. And as much as I love certain things, D&D, game making, video games, I couldn't be one of those things. I can't be a D&D channel. I would get bored. I can't just talk about horror and vampires and whatever else. As much as I would love to be that kind of like a film channel, it's not me. And the thing that I love more than like anything else is writing. But even then, I can't sufficiently box myself in. Because I like too many genres. I love fiction, non-fiction, obviously. I like philosophy, fantasy, more academic books, literally academic journal, literary fiction, literary romance also. Oh boy. Worst thing I ever did was give away my copy of Written on the Body by Jeanette Winterson. I think it's either Jeanette Winters or Jeanette Winterson. I think it's Winterson, because I want to read more of her. Your mullet's not done, bro. Even if I were just a writing channel, I wouldn't just be a writing channel. I would bounce around from too many topics there as well too. And I think maybe if I were to talk about my yearly goals, I had certain writing goals, I had gym goals, I had musical goals, I had, God, entirely too many goals. Ignore this pimple. It doesn't exist, you're not looking at it. I popped content, I think it's just a scab. Unless it's one of those, like, scab pimples, like the pimples that you don't get all the way, but you, like, destroy yourself trying to destroy it. And so then it's just, yeah, disgusting. That would be embarrassing. But I think it's gonna be one of those, like, it's gonna be it's gonna be Sylvia Plath's victory in the end, where I can't keep up with everything, and so some things have to fall away and rot. So this is one of the final ASMR videos that I ever make on my channel, because again, also my content is split right now. Commentary, or a little bit of commentary. I don't even know what commentary even is, though. Like, I don't know. I don't know what really what classifies that. A little bit of commentary, a little bit of essays, and then kind of this like halfway vlog thing also, and then also ASMR on top of it. It's my channel is it's basically Brain Sounds Monster at this point. It's just a bunch of shit that is thrown together, and I'm waiting to lose interest regarding certain things, and I just don't think it's gonna happen. And so, therefore, I don't think my channel will ever, like, take off in, like, the algorithm or anything, which is honestly fine. It's fine. Like, I'm not really losing sweat over it. Okay, I've only got about a minute left in this. That's like losing sweat. I'm not sweating over it. I'm not losing sleep. Whatever. But me being the individual that I am, pursuing my interests, and I mean, it is a little disappointing that in order for you to have like a successful channel, you have to have one thing that you do. Kind of sucks. Whatever. 12 March 2021. I got it from a witchy store, and I think that these were supposedly handmade, but like you've definitely seen these before. Like they're handmade, but they're not ultra unique, which is fine. I don't need a unique journal. The stuff I put in here is unique enough, hopefully, or not. I don't know. I don't go reading other people's journals, so I said I bought this journal today. I'd like to use it for random thoughts. My other journals have specified purposes. They have sorry, I'm still working on your mullet. Hold on. My bad, bro. My other journals have specified purposes. They house specific thoughts and stories. This one will be more abstract. I would say I succeeded that goal of it being a more abstract journal. I think there's a little bit of a desire when you have a journal to record keep. And that's not what journaling is. I actually think I journaled about that. Give me a minute. Sorry, I found an entry about Resident Evil 4. Back home from Chicago. Okay, this is October 6th of this year. Back home from Chicago, me and AJ have returned to our spots on the couch. I played a bit of Resident Evil 4 Remake, perhaps my comfort game. I played the lake section during Chapter 4. It's one of my favorite parts. I said to AJ, if only we could disappear and go live on a lake alone with just us. I guess we wouldn't technically be alone. I keep writing, I say secluded, rather. Our lives are so regimented by work. This last week has been so freeing. I will conspire to be more free. The dream is to be beholden to no hierarchy and have the option of solitude. I must keep writing, creating, perhaps I will get to be only that if I'm lucky. I can barely read my own writing. That is sad. my penmanship is fucked. Anyway, I continue. I deserve to be a hermit with her. She'd be free to do whatever she wanted. I still gotta work on your mullet, man. Spin around. Let me work on that mud flap real fast. Shit. I'm fucked. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. Quit freaking out. Quit screaming. You're not bleeding that bad. I just jabbed you a little bit. Alright. We're gonna take some of this blood. Hey, look at me. We're gonna take some of this blood and we're gonna do your mud flap like that, alright? We're gonna take some of that blood and we're gonna spike you out. Oh, come on, stay with me. Stay with me. Buddy, come on. Yeah, spike out that mud flap. Let that beaver tail fly. Let it breathe. Beautiful. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read you. I don't know what's on this page, so I'm gonna cover it up. I'm gonna read you this page. And this page. So I'm gonna read you my last 2 pages. Don't look at this. Hold on. Oh wait, I'm just talking about being free with my fiance again. Yep. Nothing says you're a wage slave like fantasizing about vacations and or just running away and saying fuck work for the rest of your life. Tis the defining love story of wage slaves. I don't have anything to wipe up the blood with from when I jabbed you when I was making your mullet. I do have the foam cover of this though, so I'm gonna kind of just dab it on you. I'm just gonna dab the blood. I'm more or less just kind of smearing it around on accident. Oh my god, are you anemic? Why is your blood so thin? It's just like smearing everywhere. It's like water. God, you're disgusting. Alright, last entry in my journal. Gonna read it. December 14th, 2024, 12 p.m. This will be the final entry of this journal. Next year I will scan these pages and archive them. Hopefully someone in the future will read this journal and look past my poor penmanship. I was just talking about my poor penmanship. I hope I also return to this journal and read it. Doing that right now. Only 5 days later. The insights I've consigned to these pages can't be lost on me. This journal can't be a vault. I'm still dabbing your blood, by the way. This journal can't be a vault for keepsakes of a former self. This book is a brick upon which another will be stacked in the physical sense, but also in the mental sense. As I journal in the cat journal, my new one, I'm like 3 pages in. The turtle journal will be nearby. That's true. I keep my journals like this, and I just grab the kitty on top, and then I'll usually have this one handy as well, and probably take a look at it. What was I doing? Yep, sorry. First day of dabbing your blood. Nonchalantly though. I'm a nonchalant medic. Here to just read you my journal as you bleed out on my barbershop floor. Okay, yeah, I already read that. Sorry. About this journal, on the 12th 12th of March, 2021. I didn't know how seriously I would take journaling. I didn't know how seriously I would take the act of journaling. I've always been a diligent note-taker, but the act has been elevated to a ritual more sacred than record-keeping. It is the creation and codification of the self. It is a survey of your branching multitudes. I finished this journal on the 14th of December, 2024. I'm a somewhat different person now, but truthfully, when I look at early entries in this journal, I see the same me. I'm gonna wipe your blood off on your little head. Many things have changed, the particulars, but the broader view of who I am maintains integrity. I've become myself, firmly myself, over the course of these entries. I am proud of Jacob Kratzwald. He closes this book as the best man he's ever been. One final thing about how I want this channel to be is I want to maintain a level of I want to continue to be earnest in everything I do on this channel. I want it to be me. There's that Hegel thing, Georg Hegel, if you're a fan, where essentially he talks about how people like to create stuff because they like to see themselves in that thing. And that's where I am with this. Maybe I fear that I won't get to embrace or pursue my interests sufficiently in my life. So this YouTube channel is like one big LARP of me going over all my interests and paying them little mind, but paying them deliberate mind by making videos on them, on these interests. And there's a lot of self-gratification, and maybe gratification is not the right word, validation, but it is gratifying to create a product that I am proud of, that also physically reflects myself, and not just in the Hegelian philosophical sense of looking at something that you've created and saying, hey, I did that, that's my thing. But in this, it's like I'm literally seeing myself engage with the things that I love. It's such a good feeling, it's almost scary. So, anyway, I've been yapping for too long. I'm still yapping. This will probably be on a black screen, the over yap screen. If you have subbed, thank you. If you're hearing my voice, hey, what's up? Thank you as well. Become a sub today. I make ASMR content sometimes. I talk sometimes, commentary business, and I do essays and stuff sometimes. What's next? I want to talk about. I want to make another Your Job Controls You video, and I want to maybe do a super niche, hyper-specific essay of some kind. Other things you can expect in the future, a socialism essay that I actually finished today. I'm going to record it in VO and post it somewhere, probably here. And then I want to also read another essay that I wrote over the summer about self-help books and about how self-help books suck, kind of, and about some of the underlying attitudes that I take issue with in our culture. Any of that sounds interesting to you, subscribe. If none of that sounds interesting to you, you can fuck off and die. Currently, you're stacked on a lot of books. You're on top of Gaston Bachelard's Poetics of Space. Begins the Demon Haunted World. And then you're on the best science fiction and fantasy short stories of 2022. There are some good ones in there. On top of that, George Martin's Fire and Blood, and then the Enchiridion by Epictetus, I think. I can't see the name right now. On top of that is Bullshit Jobs by David Graeber. And then one step above that is The Entrepreneurial State by Mariana Mazzucato. And then one step above that is... I can't read that. What's that say? The Actress Thesaurus. Actions. The Actress Thesaurus. The crowning jewel of the book stack